The most important thing is finding out when you feel like you have done everything, tried everything. It's actually a limiting conversation that you have. You need to ask how many things that they have actually tried. When you do the same thing over and over and over again, thinking that you have tried hundreds of things, you actually done 2 things or 3 things the most. Corporate leaders come to me and say, Ramindu, we have tried this 1,000 times. We couldn't resolve this. So maybe you can't also. We just, came to see, I'll give it a try. And then I say, show me the 1,000. And they laugh. No, what I meant was like, we tried hundreds of times. Okay, show me the 100. Show me the 50. Show me the 20. Boils down, they have done 2 or 3 things the most. It looks the same and you're doing that same thing over and over again. You can't expect different results by doing same thing over and over again. If you are executing a strategy and you're trying that, you're probably doing that for so many years. I know, painful, and it's sad and it's very frustrating. That's why you need to have a different approach. You're doing the same thing, same strategy, and if you're not getting that desired result, then you need to break that pattern, take a step back and ask yourself, hang on, are we doing the same thing now for this so many years and we are getting this very minimal result, while the other person who just started last year and has gone a huge leap in that particular industry. So that's why you say you need to go out and see what's working out in the present world. Someone did something 30 years ago might not be the right thing to do right now, especially now when things are rapidly growing, things are changing. The way we communicate changes, way we do business, marketing, sales, everything changes, right? So we need to really unlearn and relearn the new ways and change the way you do things, the processes, the strategies, how you approach, how you think about money, how you price your product, etc. Change that. And you're probably in the wrong market also, right? With a great product, great service. In that case, what you need to do is change the market in that case, because we're living in a borderless world. If it doesn't work in the south, we go to the north, or the east or the west, or to another whole different territory. Thanks to Wi-Fi, internet, and world is so used to work borderless. So this is what you need to do. Change the strategies, change the market, or change yourself, and be honest, be totally honest, and ask yourself, I've done thousands of things, but actually 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things, repeatedly, which actually deceive me to think that I've done thousands of things. So understand that and break the pattern and hire a coach or consultant if you don't understand how to figure out something to do new, and you will create great results for sure. In this time and age, every business owner, every person who has a skill can actually monetize and reach self-actualization without a problem. For example, go to YouTube. There's a YouTube channel called Pickup Lines, who is run by a girl who was actually a medical student, passed out from medical college, didn't practice it. Instead, she wanted to make smoothies, and she has 4 million subscribers, and she's monetizing and having a very good life.
Inflammation is our immune system's defense mechanism. It helps protect us.
Left United States and live in one of our favorite countries, I think in Netherlands, based there with a partner. She made a life out of making smoothies. This is the age that we are living in. You said that you can't monetize? Well, you got everything wrong. So you need to change your strategies. Right, so this whole the thing that you mentioned, it could be personal, it could be even happen in a large conglomerate as well. Example, we tried so many things and we're not getting enough results. It's not about the strategy, it's actually largely to do with your mindset. And quite specifically, is known as business ego. Business ego is that your dislike, your resistance to adopt the new ways. And first of all, resistance to admit that I have to change, that my ways are not good, and hold your ground. I've seen in my past generations as well, I'm pretty sure it resonates with you. There are some of the very successful business people long time ago, and things have started moving, changing, and they don't want to adopt new marketing, for instance, right? It's one of the biggest problems with South Asians is there are some incredible, knowledgeable, insightful people with very poor marketing. So they think, the people should come to me. So I remember there was a very senior person that I knew, and he was, even back then he was 70, but 30 years ago, and his business, there's a large portion of his market share has been captured by another young fella who's probably not even 10% of his knowledge, because that guy adopted new technology, new marketing, and this guy refused it. I said, I don't want to adopt this. This guy, his product is poor. He doesn't even know 1/10 of what I know, but he refused. It's called business ego. When business ego creeps into yourself, it's pretty hard to actually move forward. It's one of the hindrances for your progress as in your personal, as a life, as well as business. Now, this business ego is actually much more severe and serious than you think even it is. For instance, 2007, when iPhone came to the world, BlackBerry already had a huge market share. Okay, and even Barack Obama used BlackBerry, and BlackBerry proudly used to quote that as well. But the consultants and the coaches who were actually surrounding BlackBerry, they said, hey, there's something called iPhone is in the market. Look like it's the new thing. It's time for you to change. It's time to adopt, because BlackBerry had these buttons and this little white ball which looked cool at that time. And BlackBerry said, nah, iPhone is for the youth. We got the corporates, even got Barack Obama. So they refused to adopt. And what happened? In no time, iPhone surpassed everything, became one of the global giants in communication, right? So BlackBerry had the opportunity. They could have just mimic and benchmark their technology. So this iPhone market share that they have could have been or should have been BlackBerries. So these are run by really intelligent, experienced, highly educated people, isn't it? The CFOs, the CEOs, the directors, the investors, they all miss that point. So this is why business ego is such a huge hindrance to anybody. So when you say something's not working out, a large portion of the time it could be your business ego. Now, this business ego is not your usual ego. You can be the most approachable person on the planet. You can be a very nice person. I remember there's one of the business meetings that I went about 3 years ago, middle of the pandemic, and the other director invited me, actually asked me to come for a meeting, and we want this company to take forward. It's a 35-year-old business, and this gentleman who is running the business, we had the meeting, very nice guy. He explained a lot of the charities he does during our walk to the boardroom, and he said he has no restrictions with these charities. He serves different communities, different religions, etc. I was very impressed. But then sat in the boardroom and I asked this question. This is one of the questions that I asked. What's the biggest chokehold in your business? The biggest problem in your business? Biggest bottleneck, in other words. And he looked around and he was thinking, and he said, my biggest bottleneck in my business is my sales force. They're not competent. And I said, look, so I have news for you. The biggest bottleneck is always yourself. Salesforce is a problem, I know. Who's responsible for that? Tolerating that stuff. And he said, no, I've given 200% to my business. I'm the person who create these products. I'm on top of my game. And this young generation, these people, they don't understand this. I'm not the chokehold. I said, in that case, sir, I'm going to wish you all the best. It's a lovely meeting you, but I'm not going to give my coaching. He got shocked and he said, no, please coach my sales stars. And I'm not going to coach sales star because I can't bring results. And he looked like he wanted to change his mind. I said, look, this is where our conversation ends. Lovely meeting you. Wish you all the best. I felt sad because he's a great guy. But my coach has really conditioned me. Once you made the decision, stand by it. Once you realize this person has business ego and he's not willing to accept it, he said, don't take that account. You're the person who's going to be trouble. So this is how severe it is. It starts with us. So when you say you have tried so many things in your life and it's not working, when you say that you have a new generation who's not understanding my business, when you say this world has crazy marketing now, that's why we're not doing well in business, you're talking about yourself. It's your incompetency to adapt. You don't adapt because you have business ego. But to address that, we're going to go very, very far. So my name is Ramindu Randeni. I'm a leadership coach, I'm a business coach, and a sports performance coach. So welcome to my channel.